I know how you guys like live streams. It's your bread and butter, isn't it? The thing of the matter is, who will you be watching these days? Because whatever enters your cranium is not left unattended by the soul. I live in a perfect little world. I can do pretty much whatever I want, mostly because I have claimed demigod status. I'm a demigod. Whether you believe it or not. And a demigod knows how sad you are these days. These days, it's gonna be something that revolves around the revelations of the mind inside the psyche. Your mind shows you, but the psyche doesn't follow because it really depends, it really boils down to this. It boils down to how much empowered you are listening to Cosmic Master Hypnosis. Excuse me for a minute. And whatever the mind can perceive and conceive, it can achieve. I emphasize exercising relaxation in order to accomplish your goals. And I'm not here to teach you things because I am not a teacher. Teachers are placed in society to bamboozle the average Joe and Mary out there. They are confused. So they remain in lethargy. Lethargy is all that matters to them. Be back. Back again. Sorry for that. We emphasize relaxation in order to accomplish a great many things. But how do you get relaxed? Well, there are two stages. First is relaxation, and then it's deep trance. Most people won't make it to the relaxation level, that's for sure, much less hopping to the other side of deep trance. When you're in deep trance and you manage to have your mind working 24/7 like clockwork, you will accomplish a great many things. If you use the Cosmic Master Hypnosis, of course. I know some of you, of course, it's a fraction of people that don't like meddling with deep trance because they're scared shitless. Yes. We love trance. We love imbibing information coming from our space. And we enjoy feeling the bliss and serenity of the mind. Then the mind will start revealing to you things that revolve around your best interests. And you have to be picky. Pick the very best thoughts that complement your reality and are provided herein as solutions. I won't hide the fact that I am ultra empowered, having listened to Cosmic Master Mind Programming. I feel very empowered. As I walk down the street, even for no reason, I feel empowered because the programming made me this way. The programming sculpted my mind to perceive and conceive the unthinkable. If you dip your toes deep in the realms of deep trance mind programming, you will acknowledge power. If you enter the Cosmic Master Sanctum, you will acknowledge power. You will feel powerful beyond belief. You won't be the average smack that's roaming out the streets. You'll be very, very powerful, not physically, but spiritually. Of course, you have to really believe that with the power of the mind, you can accomplish virtually anything. And that is nowadays a taboo topic. Don't worry, just don't talk about it even on the round table. Don't mention it to others that you're powerful. You have to hide the fact that you're powerful and just tune in with their pitiful frequencies. At least pretend that you're tuning in and understand people when on the flip side, you're a megastar, a demigod, somebody who ascends higher and higher. The purpose of life is to ascend, not on a religious realm, but ascend atomically. Let's relax for one more time and feel the thrill of a grand awakening taking place. Because I know if you're awakened, you will follow my footsteps. You will follow my lead, and you pay attention to the Cosmic Master programming. You will face ignorance, you will face challenges, and you will face whatever tickles your fancy when you immerse deep in the acoustic deliverance of the Master. I made this live stream because I am content with myself. I feel like communicating with you, even on a profound level, thanks to deep trance mind programming. I know what you're doing, but I couldn't care less. Just relax and siphon information coming from our space. Information that is pertinent and critical to my growth and your growth as well. As we made this journey together, we embarked on this psychic trip. And there's no turning back because once you get in there, you'll be sucked in like a black hole sucks matter. You will gain the irrefutable advantage by exercising your inner powers, your inner dynamic, and do realize that hypnosis works. When you use the Cosmic Master programs, your primary objective is not to necessarily hypnotize others, but hypnotize your own self in order to calibrate and galvanize the mind to leapfrog to another level of power, of gnosis, whatever name you want to put a stamp on it. If it really boils down to this, you'll be very powerful. People will revere you. Women will succumb and submit to your wishes when they are in close proximity, like parties, socializing, when there's excuse to connect with others. And when you connect with others, they sniff you. They sniff you. What you're made of. Are you made of solid material? Are you made of something that attracts them? They really want to know the opposite sex that is that you're indeed a protective custodian of deep trance hypnosis. I'm sorry. You are somebody who trusts them and they can trust you in return. That's the preliminary stage. The next stage is charm. When you're charming, you will realize that if you're indeed charming, that others are charmed easily. You will notice that. You can't just say I'm charming and charismatic and there is no response there by the opposite sex or people you want to influence. Deep trance hypnosis comes here to solve any issues you have, any unresolved issues you have about yourself, like being a weakling. No, no, no. Hypnosis will come and squash that notion. You're not a weakling. You're something very, very powerful. But they never taught you that in school. Even your parents never taught you that you have powers because they don't have a single clue. They don't have a single clue that you're indeed very, very powerful. Even a psionic person, somebody who exercises authority over others and makes them do your bidding. This is the channel of the strong individuals who want to take meditation to the next level. It's not for the weaklings. The weaklings will run to the hills, that's for sure, until they see others, how others have evolved, and come back to taste the very same medicine powerful people do, the secret portion. Let's relax and feel each other right now because talk is cheap. We utter words and it doesn't really matter. Words mean everything and mean nothing at the same time. You are the sole creator of your world, and you better be programmed if you want to tame this world and conquer it. That's it for today. I wanted to show you what is possible with deep trance hypnosis. Once you train the subconscious mind to adhere to a new intelligence, nothing will be there to stop you. Absolutely nothing. You will accomplish a great many things that revolve around your best interests, and life will be as interesting as it gets. I can feel you. I can feel this propitious energy surrounding this place. And there is nothing there to stop me because once I start marching ahead, I will keep striding until I get what I want. And I will enjoy the trip. I will enjoy the journey because I am a master and a student of the game at the same time. There is nothing to teach you. Very little things are meant to be taught because when you count on the programming, all power breaks loose. You will automatically be receptive to this new reality of the cosmic master and you will seamlessly transform as you listen to the hypnotic tracks that pack clout and power. You will also realize that people out there are cowards. They don't have the gut to make the transition to the other side. And they're just made to follow the flock, blind leading the blind, so on and so forth. These pitiful humanoids you see all over the place have chosen their destiny. It's nothing. It's nothing for them at the end of the tunnel. Absolutely nothing. They don't exercise, much less admit, powers that they have. They have denied all the powers and became a simpleton without a soul. Did you know that your soul shrinks when you're not spiritually fulfilled? It shrinks to the size of a pea. And it means nothing. You're nothing. You're an empty vessel. That's why you have to pat yourself on the back having discovered this channel because you will start listening and learning new things that revolve around you, like the psionic abilities we have. Psionic abilities could encompass like telepathy, clairvoyance, and other abilities that are attributed to ESP, extrasensory perception. If you don't have extrasensory perception, you're only utilizing tops 5% of your potential. Nothing more, but could be less. I control anything in my world. I have absolute control over any situation, any circumstance in a world that I created. I created this world not to serve a master, but to acknowledge power and keep moving on, keep walking, so to speak. So, it is your call of duty. Will you remain stagnant, accepting reality as it is, and you living like a pawn day in and out? Are you a pawn? Do you want to march to another level of cognizance and power? Would you like to do that? If so, there is a solution. Go to cosmicmaster.com. Just go to this website and read between the lines. You will be glad you did. Each program serves a different purpose. There are programs to attract more luck, more abundance, and of course, personal power, because power is a personal thing. Thank you for listening thus far and being here with me, because it is imperative to underline a virtue I want to make clear, that you're indeed very powerful. If you give up your powers, you'll be sucked by black hole, by the social propaganda and indoctrination that is so rife these days. I beg to differ. I know that the Cosmic Master will provide you the tools in order to accommodate a new infallible belief system and skip the miscreants. Sometimes you will feel lonely, sometimes you will feel challenged, but backed up with the programming, you will notice that you start gaining more control and you'll feel like never before. The power of the mind is uncontainable. You can do pretty much whatever you want with the power of the mind. Of course, I have a vested interest in your growth. It is a matter of reciprocity. You got something I want, and you definitely see me having something that you want. And we exchange this energy. You download a program, in a matter of hours, you pack power. You can feel this power the very instant you acknowledge power, that you are limitless in your world. You have to, firstly, you have to uh, assemble this world bit by bit, puzzle by puzzle. It will constitute a big picture where you perfectly fit in and you have more control, as I said before, in order to turn the tides in your favor and be somebody. I am in high spirits almost every day thanks to Cosmic Master programming, and I wouldn't trade it with anything. If it weren't for the programming, I'd be living under a rock. I would be helpless like every humanoid out there, every simpleton out there, without soul. They don't have souls, but we do. They're just a walking billboard of pessimism, but we beg to differ. We're different. Different to make the transition to the very next level of gnosis and power. And I also believe that in the afterlife, you will carry with you these traits, these mighty characteristics, as I said before, like the psionic powers. You will excavate deep within and realize the unthinkable. You will realize that you're a happy mofo because you have these powers and life gets easier. It all takes deep trance hypnosis. Relax completely and feel the power stemming from the cosmos. And the cosmos is the cosmic master. The cosmic master has definitely revolutionized hypnotic programming and subliminal influence right in the cracks of your subconscious mind. So you will more and more realize that it is all matter of choice. The choices you make will define you. And when they define you, you will feel the thrill. You will feel a breeze of fresh air. You will feel unstoppable in every sense of the word. And you know what? You will get to like it. But never discount the power of the programming. Just close your eyes, listening to deep trance hypnosis, and realize that success is just around the corner. Realize that it is you in there partaking in a role of a breathtaking reality, a page turning case study of cornucopia, abundance, and ultimate influence. Women will want you badly, and if you're a lady yourself, man will be totally ballistic about you. We have a plethora of programs at the Cosmic Master, and if you use all these programs and cycle them periodically, listening to each program twice a week for the first month and then on demand, listening to the programs and rotating them week by week, you will be a totally new person. You will say, hey, I never knew I had this kind of powers. I never knew that how I have I could have more control in my reality, and therefore I choose this route and I keep walking, walking until I resolve any issue I have about myself psychologically and spiritually. Thanks for being here with me, and I'll be seeing you on the other side.